This year is a real significant year, and we had a service this morning at Hillgrove Cemetery, and kind of put chills in your spine because it was done right over the same spot that Miamisburg did their first Memorial Day on May 31st in 1868. Esther Light's accounts to the march to Hillgrove Cemetery on May 31st, and the young women dressed in white sprinkled petals of flowers on the graves of our veterans that died in the Civil War. They then moved back to the cemetery on Central Avenue in First Street, which is the first cemetery in Miamisburg because we had veterans buried there. And the third stop was here in Library Park, which this was a cemetery, and there were Civil War veterans buried here, along with probably some from the Revolutionary War. That was led by the Grand Army of the Republic, the Al Mason Post 589 of our local veterans of the Civil War, which is the first organization prior to the American Legion. On Memorial Day in 1930, there were only 2 of those veterans remained, with the third just buried just a few days earlier at Hillgrove. Our American Legion Post 165 has carried that tradition on. Today's service includes each local cemetery, Veterans Memorial Park here, Linden Avenue Bridge, and the wreath throwing at the bridge symbolizes the memorial of those who are buried at sea or in our foreign soil and never returned home. Thank you, and here we are 150 years later, and we're still going. The tradition still runs.
Thank you, Randy. Randy is the head of the Veterans organization with the Historical Society and is very instrumental in putting any activities together for any veterans groups we have around Miamisburg. So I'm happy Randy takes part in all these activities. At this point, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker. We're privileged to have the Honorable Dick Church with us again this year. Dick always stands behind all our veterans' activities, and we're certainly fortunate to have him as our mayor. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Dick Church.
I'm going to try something here after the train goes by.